Top of the sunshine morning to you out there, light warriors. That's right. It's me, Ari, your Christian pinup girl, your local pinup girl, the woman with many faces. How's it going, everybody? How did you get through that eclipse? I don't know about the rest of the world, but here in California, on the day of the eclipse, I would describe the energy on a level of 1 to 10 of intensity. It was about a hard 6. It was a hard 6. I was out in the sun that day. My daughter's friend had a birthday party, so we walked to the park, and it was the most loveliest place to be for an eclipse. So, that's the planetary sort of symptoms of what we experienced. But can I just tell you guys that I have been flooded with dream coming true wavelengths, kind of just it's been so strange. I mean, the last time that I recorded a video was it was actually my singing video, Ziegfeld Follies. Go check that out if you haven't seen it. But even before then, glimmers of things that I put out into the universe a long, long time ago have just been shining onto my reality. And they're happening so often now that I want to be able to put more time apart to just sit in gratitude for these things. For example, the other day, about 3 weeks ago, I had the fortunate opportunity of visiting the NBC studios. Now, I used to be in radio. I have often thought about being on TV, being a news person, or, when it came to NBC, my sister and I, we always both kind of wanted to be comedy writers. Like, for me, it was such a satisfying feeling to think I could be sitting around a writer's desk and laughing for a living. Like, how cool, right? So going to NBC and having the opportunity to meet our local news anchors, Laura Cannon Garcia, I know her name has changed, and Marcus, there's only one Marcus, so if you know him, you know. So going to the station and getting to be in this energy was such a true call out to the essence that I put out there years ago. It is totally true that our timeline is not the same as God's timeline. Like, hold the frequency, y'all. Hold it like you're hanging on to that last bar, So that was absolutely incredible. It was a beautiful day. Everybody at NBC was nice. And let me tell you, folks, my local NBC TV studio, everybody who worked there truly operated and acted as if they were living in dream come true energy, and they did not take it for granted. Like, every single person was kind, every single person was humble, every single person wanted to talk to you. They were relatable, down to earth. Surprising, because when you see a news anchor on TV doing their thing, makeup, you might think like, oh, I'm intimidated, or they're going to be arrogant, or they're conceited, or, whatever. But no, it was very warm and welcoming. So I got to go to NBC Studios. I'll post some pictures of that here, upcoming. There's just been so much life-changing stuff. Like I said, I just want to sit in the energy of appreciating these things. One of the more subtle things, it's not subtle, it's actually groundbreaking, but my happiness with my children and my relationship with my kids as a single mom has always been fun and campy and wholesome. I always tried to put things in place that keep us away from TV, and I've taught my kids about the law of attraction, and we do yoga together and meditate, and they're 5 and now just recently 7, and so they're young, and so this is a good time for them to be getting these impressions onto the screen of their minds. And so my relationship with them has felt like sunlight in the afternoon. It's been so sweet, the time that we're having together. It's, dolce fa niente, like they say in Italian. Just the sweetness of doing nothing, the sweetness of having each other, the sweetness we're rediscovering and I am weird with words today, but we are honing in on our family sweetness, and that is something that I'm so happy about. I'm so grateful for. My personal world. Okay, I'm trying not to cry. Singing and okay, I'm gonna cry. Singing and becoming a musician and reading music and playing instruments all the time and writing songs and just getting my dose of medicine from music has been life altering. And just admitting to myself who I am. I've gone a long time in my life, I've always been a musician, I guess I'll say. I've always been musical. I could always sing. I started reading music when I was younger, of course, with school, so it didn't go any further than school. But I always kind of belittled myself, put myself a little bit underground, under, like buried my dream. I buried my dream. I don't know if you can relate to this. I'm sure some people can. But have you ever had a dream that was just like, it was so natural for you or so easy to you that you looked around the world for anything else? You're like, I like that thing. I even love that thing. It is a big part of who I am, but since it's a part of who I am, I need to go out and reach further. I need to go out and become someone different. That was me. I mean, not wholeheartedly in the sense, because once I was about 20 something, the first job I really, really wanted, I got. I mean, I had been working since I was 15, but when it came to a particular job that I super duper wanted, it was at 24 Hour Fitness, and I felt like I couldn't get the job, but I tried for it and I got it. So that put me on a timeline of a bunch of great things coming down the pipe for me. So I've always worked in jobs that I've loved for the most part since then. I worked at 24 Hour Fitness. I've worked at the San Jose Improv 2 times. I've worked in radio. I've worked in theaters. I've worked all around the things that I like, but I haven't ever been the one being the thing. So with music now and the access that I have to this beautiful voice I've been given, all knows, this beautiful voice I've been given and the alignment that it puts me in chakra wise and with my life path, I just feel totally overwhelmed with appreciation and a deep, ancient kind of like grounding. Like I finally plugged in a way that's unabashedly me. And that's what's been beautiful about my music journey, is that I am learning how to be unabashedly me. No shame, no cares about what other people think, no ego, not trying to be better than anybody else, because each person is unique. Each voice is unique. It's always fascinated me that scientists don't even know how we have the particular sound to our voice. They're still learning. Like, okay, maybe some of it you get from the people around you that you listen to in the womb and all that, but your voice is a unique signature that only you have. Even if you're like an impressionist like me, you can do some impressions, as you guys know. No matter how hard you try. I won't. But so that's what's been going on with me. That is why I've not been posting. I've been spending lots of time in the gym because I love it. I mean, I love Zumba. So it's really cool to be at this point where like I accept the fact that I can sing beautifully, and I can dance. I can do both. Okay. And I'm okay with that. It's not a conceited journey. It's not a self-conscious journey. I have found my point, my samadhi in this, my center of attention, my center of focus in the positive streamline of my God-given talents. Now remember, in the Bible, the Old Testament, talents used to be another word for currency and money. And so I'm rich, feeling very wealthy and rich these days. Thank you for letting me go on my rant. This is just a quick check-in video. I hope all of you have been in this same sort of like bathtub with miracle bubbles just awash all over you, and that you've been able to take the time to see. I think the most fulfilling part about all of this so far has been me seeing myself through time. I can see how me when I was 18 contributed to where I'm at now in my 30s. You know, I can see how me in my 20s put in the work to get me to where I am now. I can see how me in my early 30s, I'm still in my early 30s, but I can see how me a few years ago going through the deep kind of coming out of being like, this is who I am. This is who I am. And then moving through it into acceptance has laid such a beautiful foreground for me to now blossom in. So, you know, I do YouTube for me. I'm not necessarily doing it for other people. There are, of course, if I have the opportunity to help somebody, I have the opportunity to make somebody laugh, I have the opportunity to give someone a good day, I'm going to do that. But this YouTube is for me. And so I am appreciating myself right now. And I'm grateful and thankful, Ari, for all that you've done to get us to this space and this place now. And for the rest of the collective, have a very healthy April. I hope you have a healthy April, mentally, physically, spiritually. And remember, this heart, this is the compass. So I think that's it for now. Maybe I'll do a singing video. I feel like singing today. I'm working on my braids. I do my own hair. So don't be surprised if you see me with a new hairstyle soon. Should I show you? No, I'm not. I'm not going to show you. I'm not going to show you. Have a great day, everybody. Take care.